the American Indian Movement, an internationally prominent peace activist and the national spokesperson for my campaign. Let's give Brother Vernon Belcourt a big hand. Sister Connie Grayboy, editor of the North Carolina Indian Voice from Lumberton, North Carolina. Let's give Sister Connie a big, big hand as she comes on stage. Sister Nita Brooks, former president of the New York City Unemployed and Welfare Council, one of the leading organizations and founders and groups of the New Alliance Party. Let's give Sister Nita Brooks a hand. Emily Carter, national co-chair of the New Alliance Party. Let's give Sister Carter a hand. Dan Danner, director of Downtown Labor Service Center in Atlanta. He's not here, but he will be here tonight. Dr. Jesse Fields, national co-chair of Lesbians and Gays for Fulani and Illinois Solidarity Party candidate for Congress. Let's give Dr. Fields a hand. Alveda Frazier, Esquire, partner in the People's Law Institution, Harlem, New York. The New York State coordinator of the Lesbian and Gay Organizing of the New Alliance Party. Mary Fridley, coordinator of the Massachusetts New Alliance Party. People should come quickly to the stage. Liz Gilchrist, Esquire, New Alliance Party candidate for Congress, Vice President of Mississippi National Organization for Women. Ron Grayson. If people are on the stage, raise your hand. Liz, raise your hand. Chair Ron Grayson, chair of the Black Gay Men's Coalition. Bill Hampton, brother of Fred Hampton, the murdered Black Panther Party leader. Let's give him a big, big hand. Dr. Lois Holtzman, director of the Institute for Social Therapy and Research, New York City. Lois, come on the stage. Let's give her a hand. Brother Cecil Hunt, who's there, he's here, he was with us earlier. He's on a bus on his way here. Tuscarora Indian Tribal Chair from Robeson County. Let's give him a hand. He'll be joining us shortly. I have her on here. Louise James, sister of John Africa and Laverne Sims. They'll be here later tonight. The founder of the Move family, the family that got bombed, 16 people murdered, or 11, and homes blown up on Osage Avenue in Philadelphia. Let's give them a big hand. They'll be speaking tonight. Sister Rose Kayoma of the True Tabernacle Church in Chicago, Illinois. Let's give the sister a big round of applause. Cleo Monago of the Watts Health Foundation. Jim Mangia, national co-chair of Lesbians and Gays for Fulani in San Francisco. You sure? All right, go for it.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Turn it up, y'all, let it rip. I want to dedicate this song to oppressed people everywhere and to thank the New Alliance Party and Dr. Lenora B. Fulani for making this song a reality.
The sound people, turn up the sound, whoever the sound people are.
Sound, please. Say you ain't believe something's being done to end our misery. Y'all hear me now? today to say that I dedicate my very life to this movement. Power to the people. We won't have to worry about the food and the lease. Somehow, I don't know. We don't have to worry about the crime in the street. We won't have to worry about the color of our skin. We won't have to worry about living in a world of sin. Oh no, because something's been done to save you, and something's being done in our misery. Hey, look here, y'all. No matter what happens in November of 1988, we are not afraid.
Any Democratic convention I've ever been to, and I've been to every one of them since 1964. And we've got more space available. But for instance, in '84 we had 3 satellite hookups, and now we got something like 115. So it's just more and more an electronic convention.
Does that make it less than a convention for the people, if you will, that are here, and much more so for those who are not?
Well, hopefully, the purpose of this convention is to elect a president. It's not to keep us Democrats happy. Us Democrats know what's going on, and we're going to do our best to elect a president. So I think if we erred in behalf of the press and the media, that was probably good politics.
Mr. Mayor, you've got some aliens in your city at this convention, the GOP Truth Squad. Is there a president?
No, I didn't know there was such a thing. In fact, I didn't know that GOP had any interest in truth.
Mayor, there's been a lot of talk about the Southern Convention and locating it here in your city, and there was a Darden poll out yesterday that said that Bush is now leading a little bit in the South. It was taken last week. Do you think having it in the South and Southern keynote speaker and all that will telegraph that message a little bit better?
Well, I think that I really think that the keynote speaker was right, that it really isn't a fragmented country, and that this convention is the convention of a national party. And the truth of it is the location didn't make a whole lot of difference. It probably helped to have good speakers, and I think we had some good speakers. The fact that there were probably as many northern speakers as there were southern speakers, but it was just that, from my taste, the southerners were better and gave the more memorable lines. But I think the geographic, ethnic distribution of speaking opportunities has been pretty balanced.
What's the best line you've heard, Mayor?
One I like right now is that George Bush's idea of a farm program is hee-haw.
Okay. Mayor?
You still want that button? Remember you yes tell me everything?
Oh, yeah. Oh, good. Very good. Okay. Thank you.
The unification effort, the peacemaking between Mr. Dukakis and Reverend Jackson. Do you think, is it fragile or is it as strong as some folks perceive?
I think that from the way I interpreted Jesse's speech last night, that he and Michael Dukakis are basically committed to working together to win this election, and I think that's very good.
What will it take for Mr. Dukakis to win? One of the things that the so-called Truth Squad that Mr. Dole is leading here this week is making a very vigorous attempt to portray him as an Eastern liberal.
Who's that?
Senator Dole.
I don't worry about things like that. it's, you know, I'd say right now in the South elected the most liberal Democrat that was running in almost every southern state in '86. So that may backfire. Supporting this ticket in Georgia. So there's no question that this ticket's going to go Democratic in Georgia.
Very Young, any comment about the supposed 10,000 people that couldn't get in last night to the convention?
Well, there were not supposed to be 15,000 people in there. And if you got 10,000 people outside trying to get in, a lot of them didn't have any business being there trying. But we have to basically, in fact, problems with the convention have been created by the desire to get the message to the hundreds of millions of people that couldn't even get to to Atlanta. And if we erred, we ought to err in the direction of trying to give the press the opportunities to have these booths and to give this convention very good coverage. I encourage people to come on over here, because we probably had 10,000 people at least over here in the Georgia World Cup.
No, please, Willis, I don't want to get it. How's my hair? Please don't. Okay, I'll go back.
Joyce, bring me one. I gotta get Joyce. Joyce. Okay, I gotta give her.
Get away with the camera, please.
A convention communicating with the nation and the world. But I apologize for it, but nothing much can be done. And if that's the only complaint, say, in this convention, then I am tickled to death.
Well, what does that say about just security is not supposed to be able to get to this block because of the fact that you had many more people on the premises than there were?
Well, you've got, for instance, press passes are given out to people who are technicians as well as people who are reporters. And if all of the technicians decide to go to the Omni on the same night, which may have happened last night, along with the reporters, then there's no room for delegates. But if technicians normally are where they are supposed to be, we would probably be, in balance. But the fact that more people want to come isn't bad.
But doesn't that also